Hello and welcome to my channel. Today I'm talking about something completely different, which is the 8 meter band on 40 megahertz, which is an experimental frequency that some countries are allowing people to use. It's not part of the amateur radio system, but a lot of radio amateurs are interested in it, and they use their call signs there. Other people using other call signs they've invented. And it's a very experimental frequency range where you have to apply for special permission to transmit in that range. And what I've done is I've set up a remote receiver, which happens to be in Germany, which is using OpenWebRx Plus, which is a great remote SDR receiver software. If you haven't seen it before, it runs on Linux. I have it running on a Linux server. And the frequency for FT8 is 40.680 megahertz, which is the frequency that has been monitoring for a few days now. In here you can see there are practically no signals visible in the audio bandwidth, around 40.680. But here are the FT8 decodes down here, lower on the screen, and you can see there are a number of signals. The call signs are a bit odd. ZR1 probably is in South Africa. Some of these others are not usual amateur radio call signs. By the look of it, I don't know how people work those out. Maybe somebody watching can make some comments about that. And if we scroll back through, you'll see the signals that have been decoded at this location here. Someone calling CQ there, V51. Is that in India? We have to look it up. So there are signals around, not that many. This is over a period of a few days. I just let them build up on this server so you can see. Scroll back some more. IK0 is probably in Italy. EA is Spain. So there are people using FT8 for exchanging signal reports. There was a contact made, Roger 73. But as I said, it's not officially part of the amateur radio allocation at all. It's an experimental band where you have to apply for a special license to be allowed to use it for testing purposes. So there's quite a few stations, often are the same ones, I think. And what this is doing, this OpenWebRx is uploading to the monitoring system here, the pskreporter.info. So my node is uploading to there, and you can see in the last 24 hours on the 8 meter band, 40 megahertz, there's been one, that's me, one recorded, that's that one in South Africa. If I do a mouse over here, it's in Western Cape, South Africa. Yeah, that ZR1 station. I see that from time to time. 9,000 kilometers away, so that's quite a way. Minus 16 dBs is a fairly healthy signals noise ratio for FT8. So that is the 8 meter band, very experimental. I'm tempted to apply for a license to be allowed to transmit there as well. If you think 20 meters is too crowded on FT8, this is certainly not crowded, it's the opposite. The receiving antenna that I'm using here is not the most sensitive antenna. It's PA0 RDT mini whip, which is maybe 10 centimeter long plate on a circuit board with a low noise amplifier, but it works really well from very low frequencies in the kilohertz range up to probably 50 megahertz, and at 40 megahertz certainly receives something. So anyway, tell me about your experiences of the 8 meter band. Maybe you've never heard of it. I hadn't until a few weeks ago, hadn't really noticed it, and let's see if we can get some activity there and some more stations worldwide that want to test that. Thank you for watching. Please remember to like if you do like, subscribe, and see you in the next video.